guys, how's it going? It's Douglas here at John Boy Cosplay. So today we're going to be doing a pretty massive Buckethead unboxing. I've been gone away from my house for a couple days and I have a lot of packages here, and surprisingly they're all Buckethead related. I thought about trying to break this up into a couple different videos, but said fuck it, we'll just do one big video. Alright, so let's get this shit started. First package is coming to me from Michael Covert, a good friend of mine. If you guys don't know Mike, you can go check his stuff out. It's on screen now. Mike is a great artist, does a lot of great conversions, and is the absolute master of finding any weird oddities and vintage masks, vintage items. And so, yeah, I've had Mike help me find a couple things here and there, and let's see what we got. Alright, so the first thing we have here is, oh man, it got cracked in the mail. Wish that would have been packaged a little bit differently. One moment, I just wanted to stop back by and let you guys know that after contacting Mike after this entire unboxing, he went ahead and shipped me another one of these female 83s. This one is in perfect condition. It was shipped very well and I have no problems now. So a huge shout out to you, Mike. Thank you for replacing this, even though it wasn't really your fault. Greatly appreciated. This is a pretty rare mask. Kind of really sucks it got cracked. Fuck. This is a Buckethead mask. Buckethead used this back in the day for a little while. I think for a couple different like photo shoots, but not even like full shoots or well recognized. And I'll try and find a picture. I think I have one of him with Maximum Bob where he's wearing it, and you can tell that it is for sure the same mask. Of course, as most of you know, the actual mask that he uses most of the time is a 1983 male blank, and this is the female. Definitely different in person. Pretty weird. Pretty weird. What else do we have here? Okay, we have a bag of vintage Herbie hair. So this is pretty awesome. Mike happened to go to a costume shop where they had some old vintage hair. Or more so, they had vintage masks, and he found a mask with the same type of hair on it that these old Herbies used to have, and it was rotting to pieces. He got it for free and just pretty much used it to salvage the hair. And so I have all of this hair. There's a whole bag full of it, hopefully enough to do a full Herbie cast, because I guess if I'm going to do one finished like a vintage, I may as well use actual vintage hair. Alright guys, sorry about that. I'm an idiot, and my camera ran out of storage. Mike sent me a Lil Peep hoodie. It says love on it, and it's got Lil Peep in his font on the sides, and it's greatly appreciated, Mike. I'm actually a huge fan of Lil Peep, and you already know this. Some of you may know it. He's been one of my favorite artists for quite a while, so this is a really cool, thoughtful gift. Let's see. Next up, we have a package from a good friend of mine, the Mask Hunter, as he likes to be known. So you guys check him out. Also kind of like one of the big guys in the Buckethead collecting groups. He's got some crazy shit. Really informative stuff on Buckethead. Go check him out on Instagram. His shit will be on screen now. He sent me stuff before. And this time we have some Buckethead funeral stickers. Hell yeah. He sent me a fucking hookup on these. Just a bunch of funeral stickers. So if you guys didn't know, this is pretty interesting. Mike and I were in Skype early one morning, like 3 in the morning, and just chatting about Buckethead, different shit, and we got to nitpicking about some stuff, and Mike gave me some personal trauma by telling me that the funeral sticker that's on my We Are One bucket is not right. And I felt deep personal anguish about this, and started looking it over, and turns out that on the 90s buckets, it seems he liked to use these stickers. The main difference between these and those is that the R and the A, a little bit different stylized font, just ever so slightly, but the R and the A seem to be almost touching. I'll be sure to give you guys a close-up so you can see what I mean, as well as examples of him wearing it, etc. Well, later that evening I was watching the We Are One behind the scenes video, and I found out the sticker that I have on my bucket is the right one. So the case seems to be, there is no just definitive one correct funeral sticker. He's used several, slightly different in many different ways. These two do seem to be the ones, though, for the most part, essentially. So these are like the real guys. I greatly appreciate these, Phil. Can't wait to do some fun stuff with them. Next up, we will open this package. Just going to kind of carefully unpackage it here. Having a little bit of trouble. Maybe it would help if I cut along the tape here. Guys, I'm not going to lie to you. I haven't slept in like 48 hours. I've been driving a lot. I'm super tired. Okay. What do we have here? This package is coming to me from a new acquaintance that I've made, Mr. Casey Jones, longtime Buckethead collector. Okay, that's kind of strange, but alright. That is perhaps the weirdest way I've ever seen anybody send a record, but okay. Here we have the signed and numbered copies of the collector's editions of Buckethead vinyls. He's done some signed, numbered copies. This is collector's edition number 35 of Inbred Mountain, and it is signed by Buckethead, hand signed right there on the front. On the inside, we do seem to have an insert. What do we got here? Oh, shit. This is dope. I totally didn't know that this was in here. So, we got a signed, like, mini poster of Bucket. That's pretty fucking sweet. Anything else? Nope, that's it. Alright. So, yeah, I guess he just did some collector's editions, and they were signed. And I think these are supposed to also come with a piece of inbred cloth, which was just like a chunk of flannel, you know, because like the guy on the cover. But alas, there does not seem to be any here, but we do have the record. For some reason, he didn't ship the record inside of the sleeve. The corners of this are really bent up, which, I mean, I already knew that going into this. He said the record's good, never been played, I do believe, but the sleeve was damaged. I just traded a mask for it, so not that big of a deal. It's my first Buckethead record. I do have quite an extensive vinyl collection, and may do a video on that for you guys in the future if anybody gives a shit. I do collect records, and of course, it's always great to have anything signed by an artist that you like, especially when it comes to physical releases of their music. Next up, we have a package from Russell Jordan. Russell, also another good friend of mine, part of the Skype group. By the way, if you guys don't know, I host Skype groups very, very often. Group calls, it's kind of just a chill hangout type thing. Nothing too crazy, we just talk about masks, fucking whatever, bands, personal life shit, just whatever happens to come up in conversation. If you guys are interested, feel free to reach out, and sometimes we may do some public chats. So I do know for sure what is in here. We have a Buckethead wig. I'm not going to fully shake this guy out, but this is the very same wig I already have on my life-size mannequin. I wanted another one of these for a different special project, and I ordered that and waited like 2 or 3 months for it to come in, and I can't seem to find it anywhere but that Amazon link, and I really don't want to wait another 2 to 3 months for a wig, so instead I harassed Russell until he finally sold me his wig, and along with it we have a stamped 1986 Caesar. Happens to be wrapped in a bag and has some packaging in there so it didn't break. Looks really great, to be honest. Looks great. So I think this version will probably stay normal. I may convert it to be something else, or this may actually end up becoming the yellow convention style mask. You know, I was just going to go ahead and get 83s for everything, but thought to myself, like, I'm paying like 40 bucks a blank, and there's so many different versions and styles that I want to do. It's going to get pretty expensive just for fucking, like, cheap blank male masks, and I can't really justify that. The 86ers are close enough, so I'm just doing those. Alright, and last but not least, we have a package from my good pal, Paul Vick. All of you know Paul Vick, I'm sure. Or, I don't know, you're watching a Buckethead video, you guys are probably more used to hearing that name with Slipknot. Paul is the clown guy. He is enslaved to WGs and all things clown related. He does make a lot of really other cool stuff, but he's mostly known for his clown mask conversions and such. And a little while back, just kind of as part of a trade, I sent this off to Paul to have him finish it. And that didn't happen. So here we go. All right. A little bit misshapen from packaging. I guess not too bad. Just a little bit around the stump area. We have one of my vintage Distortions Unlimited zombie beheaded casts, also known as Herbie. Of course, Buckethead related. Herbie is Bucket's best friend, of course. And I managed to get 3 of these guys whenever I visited Distortions in Colorado. And I kept 2 for myself. One is signed, and I think it's like the original cast from the mold. It's signed by Ed Edmonds. This is just a completely hollow, never had foam in it cast. Really, really nice. Probably going to get it finished up. May finish it myself, who knows. And then I had a 3rd one, which went to AJ Good. If you guys are watching my channel, you probably already know him. AJ, I love you. But yeah, I sent this off to Paul to have him finish it, and we ended up working out a different deal. He's going to be doing something else for me. You guys will be seeing a video on it as well, so stay tuned looking for that. But yeah, this guy's returned back to my collection, and now I can maybe put some of this vintage Herbie hair on him. So, yeah. Well, guys, I thought I was done, but it would appear, right as I stepped outside to go get some water, that more mail has arrived, and if I'm correct, it should be Buckethead related. So, let's go ahead and crack this bitch open. Alright, it's packaged very well, can't fault them for that. They did a very, very good job of making sure it's well secured. Aha! Here we have a brand new copy of Buckethead and Viggo Mortensen. Mortensen? You know, the guy who was in Lord of the Rings, G.I. Jane, and who could forget Hidalgo? You guys remember Hidalgo? Yeah, well, that guy, he apparently did an album with Buckethead, and I got this Intelligence Failure album here for super, super cheap, popped up for like $4, and I said, well, fuck it, extend my Buckethead collection, may as well pick it up. Besides, I just bought a new car, and it only has a CD player in it for some reason right now. And yeah, I'm just back to listening to CDs, I guess. Anyways, I haven't really listened to this too much. This project, I listened to just a small amount of it before I bought it to get like kind of a feel for it. And it seems to be like very early 2000s political George W. Bush era-ish. So I'll have to give it more of a listen and try to figure out more about it. But it says players: Bridget, Buckethead, George W. Bush, Dick Cheney, Travis Dickerson, Henry Mortensen, Viggo Mortensen, Walter Mortensen, C. Ray Nagin, Colin Powell, Condoleezza Rice, Karl Rove, Donald Rumsfeld, Cindy Sheenan, and Howard Zinn. So yeah, pretty politically driven, I would imagine. It has a man with a cowboy hat on the front and a horse staring at a plane flying. Getting some kind of like 9/11 vibes here, maybe. Anyways, if you guys are Buckethead fans, I'm sure you know all about this. I'm still kind of new to things, jumping in. There's so much to explore, it's kind of insane, but I'm learning as I can. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching. If you're looking forward to more Buckethead content, let me know. Let me know if you guys are enjoying this. I'm sure most of you are used to seeing Ghost and maybe even Scream-related stuff on the channel. Those things aren't going to be gone. They'll still be coming back. It's just been kind of slow because I pretty much have everything Ghost-related I need. But I'm trying to push some Ghost content for you guys, and I do have some very special Ghost-related content coming out very soon, I promise. But in the meantime, I hope you guys keep enjoying these Buckethead videos and whatever other garbage nonsense I decide to throw onto this channel. Nothing left to do but give you guys a close-up of the goods.